All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Freezin NFC North Podcast, episode 188. We're still talking NFC North rookies and schedules, all that stuff. We're going to be talking about the most impactful rookies, who we think is going to do the best in 2026 for our teams. Plus, are the Packers in for a messy season? Maybe. Lots of news coming up. You can find me on NFL Outdated on Twitter X, on YouTube, on the Instagram, and find us on Freezin 4 Pod on TikTok. Welcome, Trev. Always glad to have you back. Where can everyone find you as we get started?
Thanks, Andy, for having me back. RevTrevNFL, I'm everywhere. Check it out. I got lots of content. Love to hang out. And a lot of Bears fans like to follow me, Andy. I mean, the troll is real. It's for real, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I kind of feel like I need more Packers followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, what's the dealio?
Well, I feel like I have a ton of Packer followers. And funny enough, we brought one on here. And someone I connected with on Twitter, we went back and forth, and we said, hey, maybe I like this guy. And so, he had some great takes, some stuff I know you're going to love, Trevor. But Matt, where can we find you as we get started here?
Well, you guys are a little bit more social media savvy. I find myself as one of those fellas that just floats. I'm a floater. Oh. And I found you, Mr. NFL Outdated, and I loved your takes. And you were so gracious to say, hey, come on board. Let's talk a little ball. I got a Bears fan. Well, of course, it's you. I got a Packer fan, and you got a Lions fan, and I just want to talk some ball.
And that's what we do. And it's always usually some fan takes, but we also kind of try to listen. And someone every time they talk, we always listen to, always has some great stuff. Seventh letter, where can everyone find you, sir?
Seventh letter 4 on Twitter X, same OG on Instagram and Facebook. What's up? What's up, gentlemen?
I don't know. Tell you what, obviously this offseason stuff kind of going back and forth, and I've had my beefs with the Packers. I've definitely instigated plenty. It's been fun. What I did not expect actually this week is I kind of went back and forth with some Lions fans, and obviously now the Lions fans are starting to kind of feel themselves and say, hey, well, we swept the Bears and all that. And I ended up in a Lions fan thread. I actually made friends with a Packer fan, and I didn't have that on my bingo card, but you know what? That's what we're doing. We're making friends. We're talking football, all that. And I don't know. Obviously, I am worried about the Lions. I have been worried about the Packers. I don't know if I'm as worried about the Packers now, but I'm just let's go ahead and Trevor, I want to get your take. Obviously there's some Packers news. What are your thoughts on this whole Josh Jacobs situation?
It's bad news, man. I have on all fronts. It's bad. It's all fronts. Now apparently these allegations have come, and there's 5, which is a lot. 1 is too many, and I'm disappointed. I know that it's alleged, and I know that he was arrested. I also know that he's already been released. But it still concerns me, and I don't think people should be hitting women. So we'll see. I don't know if it's true or not. I have no idea. All I know is it's bad news. And it's the light that you don't want anyone on your team to do that. On top of all of it, I just bought a Josh Jacobs jersey at the stadium last year. And so that also ticks me off, but I love Josh Jacobs as a football player. I don't have any other comments at this time.
I do. He had 13 touchdowns last year. He could do it.
He can do it because he got 13. Oh, I forgot your takes on the 7th letter.
What? Sorry, what do you mean by that?
13 touchdowns? He can get in trouble. It's okay. He's a football player, He makes money off of being aggressive. And he had 13 touchdowns, so.
Okay, listen. I understand what you're trying to say here. There is no There's no excuse. And the NFL now is scandal proof. It will not miss a beat. Ratings wise, it will continue to grow. That's a fact. And we've seen that over the years. If this is true, though, it is unacceptable. Unacceptable. I don't care if he scored 26 touchdowns. Well, I would be happy with that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm talking about last year. But I don't know. Do you guys think that the Packers, if this is true, that the Packers will keep him?
Yes. He had 13 touchdowns. They'll get over it. They'll slap him on the wrist, suspend him 2 or 3 games. He'll apologize. It'll be all right. He'll be playing. He'll play. Trust.
So this is why I haven't really said much online about this, because obviously you never know what is true and what's not. Obviously they had enough to bring him in, but they don't, kind of know. They have to get all the facts and everything too. So I understand if you got a certain level of celebrity, people might be coming after you, but obviously, where there's smoke, there's fire. So I don't know. Obviously it's a tough situation. As selfishly as a Bears fan, I don't want any more Packer.
If it's on tape, he's fucked. If it's on tape, then all right, man, 13 touchdowns, all right, whatever, man.
Yeah,
throw the ball a little more. But if it ain't on tape, what I'm saying, and it's her word against his, then
So I want to get your take on this, Matt. Obviously, you're a Packer fan. You're local here. What are your thoughts on this, and obviously going forward for the Packers?
I kind of agree with the Lions fan. The Packers have historically been a team that's straight-laced. I mean, we could go back to the Don Hudson days, and that's what we did, right? We had Don Mikowski, and then our first. When the team decided we were going to get Sterling Sharp, and Sterling Sharp was a problem. Sterling Sharp didn't want to do training. He didn't want to do practice. He was the Allen Iverson before Allen Iverson ever said it. But I will go to Trevor's point. When it comes to domestic violence, no woman, I have to curb all of us because we are men. Mm-hmm. No woman deserves to be violently treated, and it is an allegation, right? Mm-hmm. The lawyers did come out and say that no charges have been done, and it's a DPA at this point. It's deferred prosecution agreement. He's got a great lawyer, and we'll see what comes out in the wash. If there's a video, like my fellow fan said, there's a video, he's screwed. If there's not, we can kind of get over it. And I kind of feel like it's in the wash with the Stephon Diggs situation before the Super Bowl. They let him play, but the rules are the rules. And I was listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy on ESPN Milwaukee today. And it's 6-game suspension regardless, but he didn't get suspended yet. So at the end of the day, I'm a fan of how he runs. And we'll get into it later. We'll get it out in the wash, and I'm sure me and Trevor will have a really nice conversation about how I feel about our running back room. But at this point, it's all allegation.
And let's Gibbs thing, the Diggs thing. They have the young lady on video saying, "I'm going to ruin your career." Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? But nobody mentions that. You know what I'm saying? And this man don't have a job right now,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So, if there's nothing, once it gets into the court of public opinion, the part that he's gonna get suspended just because this came out, even if it's not true, there's gonna be some type of punishment for it. He's not Mike Vrabel. He didn't go to the Super Bowl last year and lost. You know what I'm saying? And did all that type of garbage. He ain't Robert Kraft that owned a football team. He ain't the punter kicker that they let play all them years until he stunk, and then they fired him from the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to if it comes out on the news and he did something to a female or she felt disrespected. Same thing with Mike Tyson. Whatever you may think about it, the girl had allegations. She brought allegations on someone else before, and just because it was this person and he's a football player, and it's just I don't like the fact that it's out if there's nothing yet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Public opinion is almost is you just might as well be guilty. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair, and I don't like it. That's why I have this stance. By the way, this is why it's so loose and it sounds so flippant. Like, you know, I don't want no man whooping no woman. I got daughters. You know what I'm saying? But come on, bro. Like, I let him go to court. Let's see some details. Let's hear what's going on. Let's hear it's argued in court before we have go putting this shit out. And this man is suspended for no reason just because it came out and it's an embarrassment to the league.
What's interesting is they did take like 3 days, or it was over the weekend, and it wasn't just kind of like, okay, this happened, now they're going to get it out. So they did take some time to kind of start to build their case. So that's going to be interesting to see like how that plays out. And I don't know, like we're not in these type of rooms, so there may be like some type of kind of backroom deals or things like that as well. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, you know what I did hear, fellas? I did hear that Josh Jacobs' litigation team said it was either going to be duo or shotgun that they were going to try to force the litigation that they're about to do. He wouldn't do it on a pistol.
Oh, okay. Wow. That was you set that one up. Well done, Matt. Well done. All right. Well, let's speaking of that, I mean, when you look at this season, we've talked about the last couple of weeks. I have said that the Packers, even before this came out, the Packers were going to be 8-9, you know. So obviously you're kind of new to this podcast as well. So Matt, I want you to kind of lay out for Trevor all these negatives about the Packers that you're sharing with me as well, even as a Packer fan. And then I want Trevor's take on your take.
Well, hey, Trevor, all love, brother. I've been on the 50-yard line and the fourth row. I've been in the 500 seats. I love my Packers. It's tattooed on my calf. It's just I'm a football guy first and a fan second. But the question you asked, Andy, was about the impactful rookies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that Golden has a season. You and me have gone back and forth, and I'll share with your audience. I did not like his performance before I get into the draftees that we got. I'm not going to get into UFDAs. I did not like his performance against the Browns. He did have a daylight against the Browns with Love on the 10-yard line. I understand the throw was what it was, but if he could move and groove against you in the wild card, he could have moved and grooved and taken that to the house. So I'm concerned about what Matthew Golden's doing, and it's coming out of the front office that he's not doing enough route running. He's not aggressive enough. So let's get through it. Dennis Sutton is probably the guy, one of the two that I'm most looking forward to this season. He's the edge rusher. But the problem that I have with him out of Penn State is that his grade is he's got a lack of a pass rush, which that'll make up for Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is a phenomenal pass rush, but when it comes to the run, he's a ghost. And he was that with Dallas. He's that now. He just gets clogged up on the line. It is what it is. I mean, they're looking for him. It's not that he's a bad player. It's just the O-line's looking for him. And so they're going to clog that line. He doesn't have the quickness. And no, he's a rookie, right? We don't know if that he's going to get to NFL speed. Brandon Sisse, second round. He fell to the second round, Trevor. He fell. He should have went in the first round. He's got poor ball tracking from what his grade was. He's over aggressive. He got a lot of PIs when he was in college as a senior. And he's not good at the run defense. And that can be taught. But I'm just worried about him. I would rather take Jair Alexander with his injuries for 1 year on a cheap deal than Brandon Sisse. Chris McClellan, I mean, he was taken in the fourth. And we're just trying – the Packers were just trying to get depth, right? But he's inconsistent pad level. I know that's really not important. They said that about Khalil Mack, and look at what Khalil Mack did with his career. But at this time, he's brand new. So we are going to talk about that. We haven't seen you play a snap of NFL ball. It's not college, and all four of us know that. He's a bad anchor and can't help out in double team.
Oh,
here's the one that interests me. It's Jaeger Burton. Jaeger Burton, I think, is the second coming of Brian Bulaga.
Oh, don't say that. No.
Yeah. Well, wait.
We already have one. The Bears have that guy.
Oh, okay, great. But you asked me about the Packers. If you want to talk to me about the Bears, you guys don't do anything till the fourth quarter when everybody's gassed.
All right. Talk about Jägermeister Burton.
Yeah, Jägermeister Burton could possibly be the steal of the O-line draft, of the 2026 draft. I don't know what he's got. He's got a lot of bad things going on. He's got short arms, short hands, or small hands. But so did some of Joe Thomas had short arms and small hands. Damari Jackson, I mean, we're talking about late round picks. Trey Smack. And I'm sure, Trevor, this is good for you. It's good for me because McManus didn't do anything when he came on. Halverson, we were all excited, and then he did absolutely nothing. And just to clean that room up, hey, good. I wish you the best, McManus. Good looking. That is what I have for the rookies coming on before the UFDAs. Yeah.
So on that, Trevor, what are your thoughts on maybe who are the best impact rookies for the Packers? Because obviously, I have my thoughts. I think I know who your favorite one is, but go ahead.
I don't have a problem that you're nervous about these guys because honestly, what do you and I know about these guys? Absolutely jack squat. We're just guessing, and all we did was read a couple things. And so, yeah, you can be apprehensive about it, and you can say this guy was drafted in the third round, and there's a reason, in the second round, and there's a reason. Yes, but there's also guys who get drafted later who should have went forward, and so I don't know who that's going to be. For example, Jaden Reed, I didn't know his name. I didn't know he played, I didn't know he was even a prospect. And we drafted him, who's this guy? And I'm like, I don't know. So, and then all of a sudden they know things. So I do, in Good I trust. I
was waiting for that. I was waiting for that in Good I trust.
No, in all honesty, right? What do we know? A whole lot of nothing, but we're going to try our best and pretend like we know. But if you look at some of the Cisse, for example, he has explosive athleticism. This is NFL.com. So, and upside. That's the first thing they talk about, right? They did say that he has a lack of instincts and break anticipation could cost him in coverage against quality route runners. But his press will become a more effective weapon with technical work, and his route recognition should improve with more reps. So
you and I read the same thing.
So what I'm saying is, so we're just reading off of what NFL.com said. Mm-hmm. So I'm waiting until I see him put on the pads, go out there, even in preseason, and see what he's going to do. So I'm not saying that's a bad pick. The McClellan one, I was surprised. Same. I thought we were going to go after Juice.
Yeah.
But we didn't. And then everyone is freaking out about Dennis Sutton and thinking we landed a good dude. Now we'll find out. Again, these guys have this opportunity. Burton has potential. I think this Trey Smack thing, they are going to smack it right down the middle. That guy can hit bombs. And you're right. So I'm 100% with you when it comes to McManus. And I'm just going to say, I guess I'd say all that to say this. I'm going to let them play before I judge them. They've just started hitting the field with the OTAs. How in the world could I be critical of anything of these guys at this stage?
Well, right. It was interesting, obviously the question is most impactful, and looks like as of right now, and yeah, we don't know kind of how things are going to shake out. with the depth chart and everything. As of now on ESPN, it has Brendan Cisse behind Keyshawn Nixon. I mean, I'm sure that won't take very long to beat that guy. Hopefully, keep Keyshawn Nixon on your team as long as possible. Please, I'm asking you. I'm begging you.
Stop it, Andy.
Well, he got the pick against you.
And
what do you mean? It's exactly what happened. It's a screensaver on my thing, dude.
Wait, can I interject, Trevor? I love you to death. You and me are fans together. Yeah, that him jumping to the left to not block the touchdown. Yeah, that was real sweet. I loved Keyshawn Nixon for that. If I was Goot, he would have been packing the next day.
And replace him with who? It's easy to say fire this guy, get rid of this guy. Who do you replace him with?
Evidently, Brandon Cisse is, right. Well, so I talked about most impactful. So we're thinking Micah Parsons is going to be out 3 to 4 games. And this is what frustrates me and obviously, on Twitter, I'll call that out where Packer fans are like, oh, the schedule's pretty easy. We'll be fine without Micah Parsons, because is he a superstar or is he not? If he's a superstar, you're not going to be fine without him. All right. You may, try to make do. The Bears tried to make do versus the Steelers with all of their linebackers out. They cobbled stuff together. Somehow they won. Obviously, a lot of things happen. But I'm looking at with Micah Parsons being out 3 to 4 games, Danny Dennis Sutton could have impactful start of the season. If he does well, in that, I mean, he could be a rotation piece for when Micah Parsons comes back. And, that could be good for Packers long-term, because I look at, if I'm a Packer fan, which I most certainly am not, I would be worried about Micah Parsons coming back too quick and going too hard too quick and getting re-injured. Like, that's not, you don't want your franchise defensive player doing that, how much you gave up for him. So like if Danny Dennis Sutton is good, comes in and does serviceable or even does better than that, that's impactful for the season and gets you off to the good start. The other one, I think without a doubt, it's got to be Trey Smack, because he's really the only one that's going to be expected to be a starter from day one. So, I mean, you have some players there. So
I agree.
All right, 7th letter. We haven't heard from you, so I want you to channel your Dan Campbell biting kneecaps and all that stuff. All I keep hearing from these Lions fans is that the Bears can't beat the Lions and all of that, and I mean, I look at the Lions and I feel like the last couple off seasons has been kind of like milquetoast, kind of like we're here, and obviously you've got, maybe the offensive line reshuffling. I mean, is there anybody that like you're really excited to see? Like, I want to see that player on the field. I want to see how they kind of, add to the team in 2026.
Well, it's like two guys, Derek Moore, and I'm excited about Kendrick Law a little bit. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a little excited about it. He's like the king of the yak, like kind of like, and he's a little bit more explosive than Amon-Ra. So I like that, because we live on 3rd down a lot, 3rd and 4th down, and having somebody like that, you know what I'm saying, that you can kind of use as a gadget at running back or at what slot, I like that. I'm excited about that. I mean, to be honest, it's nothing like remarkable up here. I'm just hoping to add to what I already have, and hopefully we get the offensive line, back to some type of, offensive line again, to be honest. Blake Miller is kind of plug and play. So like, I kind of know what he's going to bring already. Hopefully he stays healthy. I mean, that wasn't a problem in college. But sometimes for some reason, it happens to me all the time where somebody gets hurt. So it's pretty like, it's just a very, very normal, solid draft, and no stars, but hopefully one of those, we we found some gems somewhere. Hopefully Keith Abney is able to contribute a little bit, but again, it's corner, so it's a little bit more of a learning curve. So we'll see. Like I just want to get started. I want to see some preseason games. I want to see, what I'm working with really.
We need football other than just talk. And something just came to my mind. Keegan Michael Key, he's a Lions fan, correct?
Yeah.
From Key and Peele.
Yes.
I think, and we need to get this out to the Detroit Lions. I feel like it would be a complete disservice if he didn't come on and introduce Balake Miller to the fans. I feel like he has to come on and say, "This is Balake Miller." We're gonna get. I'm gonna try to tweet this out. So
Balake.
Derek.
I just wanna it's so hard. Like last year was so draining. Like I don't have the most confidence in my team right now, so just want to do a little bit better than last year. That's all. I want to get into the tournament and hopefully I have a running game so I can do some damage. That's it. I'm not really the most excited with my picks, but I know that they all are pretty good players. So I'm just ready to get to it. I'm humble, so I'm just gonna sit here and let you talk your shit until we beat the shit out of y'all again. That's all.
Well, I mean, one thing, Andy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Trevor, I hope you understand that I'm just a hard-nosed Packer fan, but I really want to tell all the rivalry aside, it is so nice that the Lions and the Bears are competitive, and they have been for the last 4 years. And it was really, I'm not doing that. Oh, we beat the hell out of you for a decade. I'm not doing that, but it's just nice that I'm pins and needles. I'm biting my nails, and I don't know how the game's going to go when we go up against the Bears, or we go up against the Lions. And in my entire upbringing, we beat the hell out of both of you. And it's just nice that I get to walk into Sunday or Thanksgiving or Thursday or Monday night, and I don't know how it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go ahead, seventh letter.
What goes up must come down.
Well, that's what I talk about kind of online. Obviously, you look at the Packers and Lions and even the Vikings. I'm really only, as a Bears fan, I'm more worried about the Lions. Obviously, they have had our number. We still won the division. I don't care what 2-4, whatever. We still won the division. We did what was in front of us. That last Lions game was inconsequential to us. I'm sorry, Lions fans, if you were inconsequential to the Bears winning the division. It is what it is. We won it, and we're here to stay. And
Did y'all sit anybody that game?
What's that?
Did anybody sit that game?
I don't think they played the whole game, and
no, they did. They did. They did. What you talking about, man? Stop doing that. You can't beat us. You ain't play nobody, man. Y'all walked into the playoffs and y'all just had enough talent on the team to get y'all, and the Packers gave you one.
Tell you, that's all it took is to actually have a coach. We almost beat you with Eberflutz, all right? We almost beat you.
Justin Fields beat us.
Hey.
The only thing Justin Fields was good at, beating the Lions. That's it.
I would absolutely agree. All right. Speaking of Bears, obviously everybody wants to talk about my Bears. The most.
No.
What's that?
No.
You don't want to talk about my Bears?
No.
Well, we're going to.
You said everybody. You just gotta
it feels like it's only one. And
one of us wants to talk about the Bears.
Well, I figured you guys would want to throw shade at my rookies. So,
well, we appreciate you taking the lap like you won Daytona, but I mean, you've only been relevant for one season.
Literally,
I'll take that. I'll take it, especially with the ascending Ben Johnson and Caleb. And what I love is these videos are coming out now of when Dylan Thieneman was drafted and kind of behind the scenes. I love those behind the scenes videos, and how I love my coach, how he's looking back at Dennis Allen saying, Thieneman, pow. Just how excited you have a coach that he's excited for the defense and they're excited for this player. So I really think Dylan Thieneman is going to help disguise a lot of defenses because both him and Kobe Bryant can do different things or
did you just
the same thing? Yeah,
apply the Bears to Kobe Bryant.
Well, yeah, our other safety is named Kobe Bryant.
Oh, great! Mike Ditka was the only one to take the Bears to the Super Bowl and win, right? And that was in '85.
Yeah. They are saying, and they are a lot of people.
Sure, and a lot of people say a lot of things. My wife also says I'm a Casanova, and I know better.
A lot of people are saying that Ben Johnson could be the best coach ever. Trevor.
Oh, sure.
The Chicago Bears potentially have the best coach ever.
What, in their franchise history?
No. Best coach ever with how he does the offenses. So, but I'm just excited for this defense. Obviously, there's a lot of shade online about, the Bears had 33 takeaways. 19 of them were people that are no longer there. You look at the roster. We got quicker. We got better. All right.
We got quicker.
And we got healthier. Quicker. We haven't
figured out better yet, though.
Everybody healthier. It's the off season.
we were injured. Quicker.
What do you think, Andy, about losing DJ Moore?
See, this is a great question. I love that. All right. So DJ Moore is a talent. And for some reason, he just didn't fit in the offense, especially with how much money he was making. I think he was definitely clutch where he needed to be. And he was very important to the 2025 season. But as you know, we've talked about this in the last few years, just his attitude, maybe wasn't fully there, fully invested. Now that we started winning, then he was there. And he was clutch, and he definitely passed a lot down to the wide receivers. But he was making too much money to be kind of just a piece in Ben Johnson's offense. So I think he's going to do really good in Buffalo. I'm hoping there are two dream scenarios I have for the 2026 season Super Bowl. Bears Steelers. So the Bears could beat Rodgers and dog walk him to retirement. That's number one. Number two would be Bears Bills. Because no matter who wins, I'd be excited. I want DJ Moore to do well. So we're going to miss his leadership, but I don't think we're going to miss his snaps and production. Go ahead, seventh letter.
You remind me of my baby mother, yo.
Wow. Well, that's rough.
Let me say something. I've been telling him DJ Moore ain't shit for 3 years, right? Right? Hey, just DJ Moore. He's the best receiver in the NFC North. He's this. He's that. He's elite. He's top 5. He's this. He's that. He catches the winning touchdown against the Packers for you last year, and all of a sudden it don't work out. It ain't work out for us.
He was the best receiver in the NFC for
big
7 years
last year. Y'all gonna miss him because he was big time when you needed him to be big time last year, and you ain't got nothing on that offense but the quarterback. That's big time.
Do you know who else is big time? Colston Loveland.
God, yo.
Big Colston time. You know who else is big time?
Loveland is in an offense that uses the tight end a lot. Yes.
I have a question for you, Andy, if you don't mind. Yeah. I didn't mean to.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Now, listen. I want to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
I've razzed Trevor. Trevor, I love you, man. But let's hit a game together. I'll make you some vodka and hot chocolate while we hit a cold game. But what is your feelings as a Bear fan about the dirty play of Austin Booker?
I love this question. All right. So this is twofold. All right. So obviously with the Packers and everybody's saying online, the Bears don't have a pass rush. What are pass rushers supposed to do?
Put pressure on the quarterback.
Get to the quarterback, right? What did Austin Booker do twice to Jordan Love?
It wasn't just for Jordan Love, though.
I'm saying what he got to the quarterback, right?
Sure. And he lowered his head.
And not everybody.
They're paid $10 million to lift the head. If I paid you $10 million to lift your sack so you could take a shit, would you do so? So if I pay you as a defensive end to pick your head up and not put your crown to the helmet on a QB, and then I'm going to fine you $45,000, would you do it again? Austin Booker still hasn't learned.
Okay, well, here's the thing, all right, and not everybody can be a top level athlete, you know, and I think as fans we can kind of sit back and say, why didn't they do this and do that? In the moment, it's not that easy, all right, you know, and a lot of times, you know, seventh letter. I mean, you're probably the most athletic of the crew. Otherwise, I mean, I still think I'd go toe to toe with you in basketball. That's for another day.
Dude, you could beat me.
That's for another day.
You can beat me at anything except for video game NASCAR. You got me dead to rights, brother.
But you know, seventh letter, I mean, help me out here. Obviously with an athlete, it's tough, especially as a defender, when it moves so quick to be kind of know where to have your head and all that. Is it not?
I'm a Lions fan, man. You know, it just come with it, you know. You know what I'm saying?
And Ndamukong Suh, right?
You know what I'm saying? Ndamukong Suh, you know, I miss him. I'll take it back in a wheelchair. I swear. I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? You know why? Because I'm chasing this guy 50 times a game, and I only get to touch him twice.
Twice a year, too.
You know what I'm saying? So when I get there, he getting what I got to give him. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. And I think that they protect the quarterback so much to a fault where, you know, it's not even fun anymore. You can't. Wide receivers can just run free. Quarterbacks can do whatever they want, and everybody else gets to have their knee blown out and their neck broke. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I have so many notes that go before all these rule changes. The game is not what it was.
Well, so obviously your question was on Austin Booker, and you know, Packer fans, of course, are going to label him a dirty player. As a Bears fan, we need a pass rush, and it's kind of been suspect. Obviously, we have some players coming back that hopefully are going to need to step up. If they don't, they're going to be gone for 2027. So that's going to be obviously a big question mark for the Bears, and everybody's saying it. Last year, obviously, Dennis Allen was able to scheme things up, to cobble things together for the secondary and even for the linebackers in the front seven. So, and we still had a good defense. So there are a lot of questions on that for sure. Austin Booker, I look at him as taking the next step, because when you look at a defensive player, you want to be afraid of them. And you had obviously Reggie White was there with the Packers. People feared him. All right. But that was because of his just like, you know, crazy moves, and he was just a monster. People feared Ndamukong Suh. They wondered where he was, and you know, part of that's that mystique. So, you know, I'm not saying Austin Booker is even in that category, but Packer fans know who his name is. All right, they're gonna, you know, the defense, the offensive scheme, they know his name. All right, you know. So,
I'm googling him because I don't know who you're talking about.
You know. You don't know who Austin Booker
I don't know who
you know his name. He knocked your quarterback out.
That's terrible that you don't know who Austin Booker is.
Isn't that the perfect timing, though? Like, that is the best.
Now you know his name.
23 years old.
And you're wearing a Tucker Kraft shirt, and we don't even know if he's going to be ready in Game 7.
He's going to be ready, brother.
Oh, we'll see.
6'6", 245. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, and he was a late round pick.
Name anybody outside of Adrian Peterson that was ready to come back from an ACL injury.
All right, so be that as it may. All right, so Austin Booker, yeah, I mean, you asked if he's a dirty player. You know, who am I to say he's on my team?
Kirby Joseph a dirty player? No, not to me. That's the rules. You can't hit him in the neck, so you got to hit him in the knee.
Yep.
It is. Blame the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Sure. Like, you know,
it's a game.
Got somebody coming off full speed, getting pushed. What am I supposed to do? If I try to move my head, I may miss the 230-pound quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all I'm asking is you lift your head.
I think he probably will. Obviously, he'll think about it, right? And yeah, obviously, we don't want those penalties that good old Keyshawn Nixon, hampers his team with a lot.
Don't worry about Keyshawn Nixon. He's going to get us a 15-yard offside, and he's going to jump out of the way. You guys will blow right past him.
Well, I want to talk a little bit more because I'm excited for these draft picks, impact rookies. Logan Jones, he is an Iowa center. He could be plug and play for the next 10 years. He may actually start. Obviously, Bradbury was traded for. It's going to take a little bit, for Logan Jones to kind of learn all the protections and everything as the center. But I'm excited for him. Obviously, an Iowa guy. I'm an Iowa guy. I'm excited for him. I'm excited. So it sounds like in OTAs, the team is excited for 2 players. They're excited for Sam Roush, how he's moving around. Now, obviously,
I said Sam Roush.
You did say that, yeah. And now people are floating around whether they're going to trade Cole Kmet. It's still a possibility if they have a need, but I don't think so. I think they keep him at least for this year and continue to kind of have the 13 personnel. But Sam Roush has been impressing in OTAs. Another person that's really impressing, I've been told, in OTAs is Xavier Thomas. They brought him in and they thought he was going to be more of a kind of a special teams guy. And they're actually finding out that he can do a lot more, so maybe he'll be running back or wide receiver. So they're excited for his talent. And obviously, it was like, well, he could have got him in 7th. No, you don't get cute in the draft. Obviously you have to, if you like a guy, you go and get that guy. You don't wait and say, well, maybe that's going to be, our guy. You go get him. Another person, obviously, I'm excited. I'm a Bears fan. I'm excited for these, but Malik Muhammad, he may actually also push for starting time over Tyreek Stevenson. So the Bears, obviously, first blush looking at the draft, I was like, I love Dylan Thieneman. I like Logan Jones. I wasn't sure about the other ones. The Bears could, again, for the second year in a row, really kind of knock the draft out of the park. And I'm excited for these players to come in and just fit in, continue to build with the Bears, and continue to be on top of the North.
Oh God, I doubt it. That's what's up.
You know what, Andy? I think what happens is like the rivalry kind of gets in the way, and I think we need to have a little bit more respect for one another. And what I mean by that is this: you guys won the North. Congrats. You got the best coach you've had in a while. I'm not going to go on saying he's the best all time. That's ridiculous. But I mean, Ben Johnson is a massive upgrade to Eberflus. And I told you that before. You should have fired him. You didn't, all that kind of stuff. But
he wore cargo pants.
I think losing DJ Moore is significant. But I also think that Aduñas is very good. I think that Burden could possibly take a step. I think Loveland is a very nice addition.
Yeah.
Swift, very solid running back. I'm not saying he's
underrated signing there,
but he's good. He's good. The thing that is weird about it,
you got to give Sweat. You got to give Sweat his due diligence.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, he was great 2 years ago. Last year, not so great, to be honest. But what you're not talking about enough, and I think I'm going to bring this up on every single show until the season starts, and probably, is that we're assuming that Caleb is going to take another step. But there is this thing called the sophomore jinx. And what if he doesn't play to the level that he played last year?
Well,
he didn't play that good last year either.
Last year was his sophomore year. This would be his junior year.
Okay, so third year. So, but I'm just saying that you can't expect every year that they're going to always improve. Things happen. What happens? Okay, let's just say he plays well. Okay, well, let's just say he takes another step. What if he gets injured?
Playing the way he plays, very possible.
I'm just saying.
He does.
I'm just saying, like this is what we're talking about.
Okay,
here. Like,
okay.
Everything hinges on our quarterbacks, right?
I want to touch on that a little bit. Okay, you're saying playing the way he plays. The cool thing about year one of Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, he cut down on his sack levels. He cut down
because you had a good offensive line.
Well, he ran 25 yards either way from the pocket.
Okay, well, you're avoiding the sack, and last time I checked, Micah Parsons did play against him. And how many sacks did Micah Parsons have against Caleb Williams?
That's
Don't worry,
cute.
they won.
That's a cute stat.
They won. They won.
pressure-
They did. They
Pressure
did.
stat
And
is good.
And what I liked about that, obviously, he took his shot, he learned, and the next 2 times he basically put his boot down and said, "Nope, this ain't gonna happen." Twice.
You had a good offensive line. This year will be different. You have a new center. It's gonna be different. You had an all-pro center last year. I'm telling you, things would be different this year.
Yeah, you would know. Look what happened to you guys last year without it, right?
Trust me.
We're coming right up the middle.
Okay, so this is that is a fantastic question. Yes, you're right. You can't assume a quarterback's going to grow. Obviously, it's a second year in the system, so for the first time his NFL career, he doesn't have to learn a new system in the offseason. Now, Super Mario, another guy enjoy interacting with on Twitter, some days, some not. He says that Love will win the MVP this season. Just for our info. Now, Jordan Love, in 6 seasons, what's the highest win total?
Hold on, wait. Don't do that. You're full of shit, and you know you're full of shit. I will team up with Trevor. You're an ass for that. He's played 3. Okay. He was behind Rodgers for 3. Yeah, it's his 7th season.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah,
it is though. Okay, well, yes. Okay, so yes, starting makes a difference, but also learning the system makes a difference. He's been in the same system. That absolutely makes a difference.
No, he hasn't been in the same system.
Matt LaFleur hasn't been the coach. Is Matt LaFleur the offensive coordinator?
You know better than that.
No, that is my question.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. Ben Johnson was your head coach last year, and Ben Johnson's going to be so much better this year, and he's going to put in all these off-schedule stuff, and Caleb Williams is just going to be fantastic. Listen, it's the NFL. We are not talking about arena football. We're not talking about college. We're not talking about high school. It's the NFL. The worst guy on any NFL roster is the best dude who would ever be in arena football.
For sure.
So, and just don't get me started on Matt LaFleur. Trevor, I'm so sorry, man. I can go on. I know that you want to end in 10 minutes. I can go on for 40 minutes about Matt LaFleur. But
you should.
Jordan just got the reins, bro. He just got the reins. And I mean, and now he's got personal stuff. He's got a baby. I know that's no excuse. I'm sure I'm going to hear it from the Lions fan. And I'm glad the Vikings aren't here because the 3 teams that matter in the North are on this podcast.
Well, so that's an interesting point. So obviously, and this is a genuine question I have. Obviously, no, Trevor, you're right. I'll answer your question. You can't assume that Caleb Williams is going to improve every year. What I do like is that Ben Johnson is critical of himself, and he's critical of Caleb, and that's what Caleb needed. He needed that tough love, and it showed at the end of the season with how he became clutch. So my question is, and this is not just a troll question, but is LaFleur the right coach for Love? I mean, even I look at, is LaFleur the right coach for the offense? Matthew Golden, obviously, I thought that touchdown in the playoffs was going to be, the nail in the coffin. And obviously it is, I will admit it. Matthew Golden has some talent. But for whatever reason, Matt LaFleur does not, trust rookies. So, Trevor, is Matt LaFleur the right? I mean, is this LaFleur Love? Is this the right pairing for the Packers?
I think this year will tell a lot. He's had success with LaFleur already. Over 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns in his first year with him. But you know what? The last 2 years haven't been up to that standard. So we're going to find out. But yeah, like last year, our offense was frustrating to watch. Felt like we left a lot of points on the table, and I wish we were more effective. I know that things changed once Josh Jacobs arrived in town. They ran the ball more. That's just a fact. You know what? It might increase Now with the suspension to Josh, he might have better numbers this year. So we'll see. But the Matt LaFleur, yeah, you know what? I can understand why people are concerned. Don't like that.
Look.
But come on.
What I just did to the Bears.
51-7. I love it. If that happens in real life, man, I'm all in.
It did. It kind of did.
That was the start of the Ben
51-7.
Johnson era. Start of the Ben Johnson era. We're getting there.
He had Caleb Williams completion percentage 59%. I was just bombing away.
Oh, you played as the Bears and
I
purposely
played
lost.
Lions. Yeah. I always play y'all, whoever's talking the most. I beat the shit out of them on the game.
But if you look at like quarterback stats, Jared Goff has been the last 4 seasons absolutely phenomenal. The amount every year 4,000 yards, some 4,600, like crazy amounts of in Detroit. He's been an absolute stud. And too bad he hasn't had a Super Bowl appearance with them yet, but it is what it is. But man, they got a lot of weapons there too. And everyone's like, hey, the Detroit's done, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't know, man. If they fix their O-line, we're talking about Jordan Love, Caleb. It might be like everyone should be talking about Jared Goff, man. This guy's pretty good.
Thanks, Trevor. I agree, but I'm just just like Jared. I ain't gonna say much, man. I'm just gonna go with Jared. I ain't gonna say much, man.
Hey, I was the one. I'm thinking the Lions are going to be 11-6. I think the Lions are going to have a bounce back season. When we talk about our NFL teams, obviously you can have all these players, and obviously I've gone back and forth on X with Packer fans about injuries, this and that, and but you have to have obviously a complete roster, and I guess that's my question too. Are you a complete roster if you have 2 or 3 injuries and then that derails your season? Obviously that's what happened with the Packers. And so
health is wealth.
It is, and yeah, I mean, obviously, as a Bears fan, Caleb is our franchise quarterback. If he gets hurt, Tyson Bagent, definitely a solid backup. You love him. Obviously, the Bears, I think, have the best backup quarterback.
Really?
I think so.
I don't know, man. I'm not a Tyrod Taylor fan, to be honest with you. But I don't know. I if you're gonna say Bagent's better than Tyrod Taylor, like, what are we doing here, man? Come on. Bagent hasn't done jack squat.
His father's an arm wrestler. That's why he's better.
That's right, arm wrestling champion.
Arm wrestling father.
I was a big fan of Tyrod Taylor when he was the starting quarterback for the Bills.
Yeah, he took him to the play. He was the one that broke it.
He broke it.
Yeah.
He was good then. The Bills are my AFC team.
He was all right.
It's probably because of the same. They're the same. They're the same squad as the Packers in terms of fan base. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, so you guys are gonna have to forgive me.
I don't know. I feel like Buffalo Bills fans are a little bit more nice. I think most Packer fans, obviously Trevor and Matt, you notwithstanding, a lot of Packer fans, and it's interesting because I had this Twitter conversation before that I feel like there's a lot of Packer fans online that are just like, they run at the mouth and like,
that's online, Andy.
Well, yeah, they're like, well, we run the North. I'm like, no, you haven't won a division since 2021. You run nothing. All right. Number one. But number two, you actually get them in the stadium. And I've been to Lambeau a few times, other than for training camp having my camping chair stolen. Every other time I've been to Lambeau, there have been some nice fans. So, online is different for sure.
Yeah. And here I would like to end, if you don't mind, Trevor, and I love you to death. It's been a fun hour with you. My biggest concern for the Green Bay Packers is the O-line. You know, we got rid of Jenkins. Tom's hurt. You know, hey, Micah Parsons is a generational player. That's not the O-line. I know I'm going to get beat up by your fans. But we have Kennard. We have Ryan. We have Banks. We have Morgan, Belton. I mean, it's a ragtag group, and not one of them performed well when they were highlighted. And Trevor, I think you can agree with me. It doesn't matter who's behind center. I mean, Magic Man was a phenomenal quarterback when it was his turn, and it wasn't LaFontaine coaching the team. But he also had an O-line to walk behind, and Ryan did okay. I'm not saying that he was phenomenal. I'm just saying he did at NFL okay. Did okay at center. I don't think it was the right move to move on from Jenkins this year. I think the Bears, there you go, Andy. I'm going to give you some credit. I think the Bears upgraded at the O-line. I think that you're gonna stop some stout D's this year. I'm gonna be interested, just like you said, Trevor. I'm going to be interested to see what the North does this year. I'm not worried about Minnesota at all, and I wish there was a Minnesota fan. I am terrified at what the Lions done because Dan Quinn's a maniac, and he has been a maniac since.
Campbell, yeah.
Campbell. I'm terribly sorry. Campbell's a maniac, and he has been. Johnson, just as crazy. Goot. We could save this for another podcast. He's crazy, but it just feels like Minnesota had a middle school prom, and they were like, "Oh, we'll bring all," and Justin Jefferson's going to wear that $20 million necklace, and he's going to have some mediocre quarterback throw a ball at him. What it really comes down to is Goff has something to prove. He went to a Super Bowl and lost against the Pats. He got traded, in his opinion, got traded in the worst way for the swap with Matthew Stafford. The Bears, you guys have just showed up. And the thing that pisses me off about the Bears is you guys are scrappy. It's always hard fought in the NFC North. There's not one game the Bears and the Packers or the Bears and Lions have where there isn't 3 injuries that leave. It's been that way since the 70s, and it continues to 2026.
Well, kind of on that, Trevor, like, I've heard online Packer fans are like, oh, the offensive line's top 10, they're this and that. Are you as worried about the offensive line as Matt is, or no?
Well, I'm always concerned about offensive line. You can't get that together. I think the Lions was a perfect example last year with those injuries. You just couldn't sustain it. They had all the other tools and they couldn't do it. So, you know, Matt, if you're right and these guys don't gel together, it's going to be an awful long season for us. Obviously, Morgan's a first rounder. They were hoping that the Banks was the addition that was going to really help that. Ryan has moments. I'm with you. I was shocked when they moved on from Jenkins. So I think it's a legitimate thing to be looking at, and it could be a potential concern. Like, it really could be. So I'm not opposed to that take. We'll see, but man, if they're not good, we're in trouble.
Yeah, agreed. I'm not saying the Packers are bad. I didn't say that at all. I'm just saying that the Lions have fixed everything. The Bears are on their way, and we're just treating that O-line like, we'll just throw any Tom, Dick, or Harry in there.
I tell you what, music to my ears when you say that the Packers are in trouble. I love hearing this, Trevor. I love everybody, especially when we go kind of every week and we're like, everybody on the Bears train, that they're going to win. This is, it's music to my ears. I mean, it's really something, obviously, that I haven't been used to in the off season, but I'm excited for it. I know every time we close out, I always talk about, how I am on top of the NFC North. We're reigning division champs. And really, I don't think we're ever getting it back. So,
ain't that what?
What?
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Holes, man. Well, you got holes in your head.
Though we've talked about this for the last few years that the NFC North is going to have someone in the Super Bowl. Why not us this year? Why not 2026? Right?
Why not you, Andy? Why not you? Off-season champs every year, right? Dream big, brother. Why? I mean,
I do, always do. All right, one more comment here. Super Mario, the Packers O-line will be fine. Morgan will be good. Banks was hurt the first part of the season. That line is pretty good. No, the Packers are not in trouble at all. Mario also lives on cloud 9 or with his head in the sand.
Seems pretty reasonable to me.
Well,
Matt,
definitely.
how many wins do you think our Packers are getting this year, Matt? Honestly,
are you gonna hate me for my truthful?
No, be truthful. I want honest content.
Sure, I'm thinking 8, 9, 9, 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the truth. I mean,
yeah, that's fine.
Let's be real. Do you think as a fan I don't want to go to the Super Bowl? Do you think as a fan that I don't trust Matt LaFleur? Do you think as a fan I don't trust the front office? You and I have been dealing with this shit since 2010. We went, we lost, we were better than the Seahawks. We were better than everybody that we went to the NFC Championship for, and we just couldn't get it done. So I'm not going to sit here and stroke my ego and say the Packers are great. I'm going to watch the games. I'm going to be upset when they lose. I'm going to mess with Andy when they beat the Bears.
You're sounding like Seventh Letter.
I'm going to mess with Seventh Letter when we beat the Lions. But at the end of the day, we have a fundamental problem. We haven't fixed it. And until we do, but it's the NFL, right? It's any given Sunday. So maybe, but nobody from the NFC North is going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, ouch.
Boom.
All right. Super Mario says 12 wins for the Packers. We'll see about that. Obviously, there's plenty of offseason. We got keep building on the trash talk, but definitely appreciate everyone coming on. Obviously, you for the first time, Matt. Where can everyone find you as we close out your X tagline?
My X tag. Jeez, Andy, I just wanted to be I would love to come back. I'll give everybody my X tagline. Let me make sure that give me a second. Let me find it. I got to go on X.
You were mad that I didn't know who Austin Booker was.
I wasn't mad. I'm Mr. Matt, and that's MRMATT881 on X.
And
find me there and come yell at me.
And you got a cool Blatz beer logo on there too. So.
I know. I do have a big fan of Blatz.
Well, definitely appreciate you having you coming on. Lots of interesting points as well. And obviously, Trevor, always glad to have you as we close out. Where can everyone find you?
Yeah, RevTrevNFL everywhere, guys. Check it out. Appreciate you. Thanks, everyone, for having me on. It's been a great night.
You also have a lot of great hockey content. Obviously, the Canadiens are not your team. They're starting to lose, unfortunately. But hockey, definitely check you out there as well. Lots of great stuff. Seventh Letter, always a pleasure, my friend. Where can everyone find you other than trying to beat my Bears online?
I beat the shit out the Bears. Seventh Letter 4 on Twitter X, same OG on Instagram and Facebook. Had a good time tonight with you guys. See you next Wednesday, hopefully.
Absolutely. And we should hopefully have a Vikings person on next week. We got some comments. Thanks, Wolfman Vike. Saying Beeflo defense is going to be sick. Obviously, we'll see about that. The Vikings have to get figured out. We'll talk about that more next week. I am NFL Outdated. You can find me on Twitter X, on YouTube, on Instagram, and find us on Freezin 4 Pod on the TikTok. Once again, this has been the Freezin 4 NFC North Podcast. We'll catch you again next week. Good night, everybody.
Go Pack, go.